everybody, I'm Alexandra Sews. Welcome to my sewing room and welcome to Vlogmas Day 4. Today I thought I would show you guys my fabric stash. I don't have an enormous stash. I would say that I have about a medium-sized stash probably. It's all in this this little shelving unit behind me that you can see, and not every compartment is filled up with fabric. I think I'm rationalizing here and trying to make myself feel better about the amount of fabric I have, but there's no judgment on my channel. And so yeah, you know, sewists, we love fabric, and what's better than snooping on someone else's fabric stash? Not much. All right, let me turn you guys around and I'll show you what we got. Okay, so let me give you guys a quick overview. So in these two, we have kind of patterned fabrics, probably suitable for dressmaking or shirt making. Some of them would probably work for skirts, but they're all patterned for the most part, I think. This is just solid color knit fabrics. This is slightly more exciting knit fabrics. Over there, I've got some velvet, some heavy velvet that I bought for a Renaissance Festival costume that I haven't made yet, as well as a couple of fun patterned flannels because I have been intending to make some pajama pants. Down there, I've got some bottom weight fabric. That one is all denim and dye. This one is some sweatshirting fabric and heavier weight material. And then down at the bottom, I've got coating. That is scraps that are of an appreciable size, and that is interfacing. And actually behind that pink machine there, I've got some lining, some just plain white lining. I tend to like plain white lining, and so when I buy it, I usually buy like 10 yards of it at once, and then I don't need to buy it for a long time. And then I've got a little bit of leather. I took a leather making class this year, and so I have gotten some leather to get started on. I've got a project planned that I'll be working on as soon as the thread comes in the mail, so I'll show you guys that when I work on it. And then up here, I really like these. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have already seen these, but I saw this lady on Facebook Marketplace locally who was selling vintage feed sacks, and she had multiple feed sacks in the same colors in some cases. So I'm really excited about those. That I probably won't work on those until summertime because, you know, they're kind of summer dress fabrics. This fabric right here is a quilting cotton, and it's actually left over from this project when I covered my ironing board. You can see two projects I'm working on my ironing board, and you can see my cat hanging out with us while we film. So I've got some quilting cotton in here. This is also quilting cotton. I saw Angela Clayton on YouTube. If you don't follow her and you like costumes, she's amazing. I love following her. And she made a dress out of that fabric, and I had to have some. It's a border print, so it kind of ombres from like little bits of stars at one side to lots of stars on the other side. This is a really weird border print of probably rayon or polyester of some variety that I got at the Workroom Social swap. Some of these are fabrics. These four here are fabrics I bought in Japan this year when my husband and I took a trip. There's a whole video about my Japan fabric shopping if you want to see it. I also got this fabric at the Workroom Social swap. It's just a shirting with polka dots, so I'll probably make up a shirt at some point. Over here, we've got some interesting stuff, including a couple fabrics that I bought because I couldn't resist them, and they're gonna hang out until I find the perfect project. Like I bought this silk in Sweden. I love bows, and at some point I'll get some courage to make a dress. This here is a fabric, where I work, we're doing a big project in India, and so some of my colleagues went over to India for some to train some folks, and they brought me this back, which I love. I haven't quite figured out what I want to do with it yet. It's silk, and they bought it in the market, so it's got a little dust stain on one side, so I'll have to kind of cut around that, but I'm excited to figure out what to do with that at some point because I just felt so special and happy that they brought it for me. I thought that was so sweet. These are also fabrics from Japan. Oh, actually, this one too, this white one. Oh, there's a fabric hiding in here. I want to make a Cali shirt out of this. It's linen. I've had this fabric forever, this heart fabric. This is kind of a cool fabric. It has kind of a weird repeat. I've been intending to make a dress out of it for years. I bought this just eons ago. Wow, it's really yellow over on that table. Sorry about that. Eons ago. These are chalets that I bought at Stitch Sew Shop, my local shop. This fabric is a lawn that I bought in London. I feel like I guess I hadn't really realized that I did this, but this seems to be a lot of souvenir fabric in here. And I have some lovely knits here. I like to make a lot of t-shirts. This is a sweater knit. I'm going to try and make, Jennifer Lauren Handmade has a cardigan pattern I'm going to try out. These are just t-shirt fabrics. I have a lot of white t-shirt fabric. This is like yoga pants fabric. At some point I want to make a turtleneck out of this because I think it'll be really nice for winter. Trying to see. This is also yoga pants fabric, so at some point I'll do that. Down here we have, this is Harry Potter Marauders map. Stretchy fabric, which I'm a huge Harry Potter fan, and I bought just because it was there and I had to have it. It's got a really weird repeat though, but last time my husband and I went to Florida to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, I saw a lady, sorry, I'm pulling up a chair. I saw a lady wearing leggings made out of that exact fabric, and so I think that's probably what I'll do with it. This is a cool sweatshirting. I just bought at Stitch Sew Shop on Black Friday. They did a special small business event for Black Friday. This fabric is leftover from a t-shirt that I made. It's extremely like stretchy and growy. It's kind of a weird fabric, but look at the speckles. Isn't that pretty? Also Japan. I bought a lot of fabric in Japan. I intended to buy a lot of fabric in Japan. They have a garment district, and I mean, Japanese fabric, amazing stuff. So bottom weights, this is leftover from the projects that are on my ironing board. There's probably half a yard of each of those, so I might make some skirts or jumpers for my goddaughter. She's been asking me to, quote, sew her something special. This is silk velvet that I got at my local shop on Black Friday. I'm going to make some sort of Christmas outfit. I've got some stuff to go to, and just some other miscellaneous bottom weights. It'll probably all become skirts. We've got a denim stash here. I love to make jeans, and this is ready to dye. So I've picked the color I want to dye it. I just need to make that happen and do it. I'm a little nervous about getting it even because it's, you know, a big length. So we'll see about that. Over here, this is interesting. If you have sharp eyes, you might recognize this is fabric that I was wearing as a sweatshirt yesterday in my video, and they still had it when I went back to the store where I bought it, and so I bought some more because that's my favorite sweatshirt and I wear it all the time. And that's the best thing about sewing. You can just do that. This is some fleece-backed lycra, which I made a sweatshirt out of for my husband, and he wears it all the time. It's an avocado hoodie from a pattern company that doesn't exist anymore, sadly, called Disparate Disciplines. Moving my thing away, here we go. I've got coating down here. This is leftover from a tailoring class I took. I've been hoarding this for years. I got to do something with this. I think I'm going to make a duffel coat out of at some point. And this just turned out to be thicker than I expected, and so I'm just hanging on to it until I figure out what to do. And then in here, I've got scraps and things. So this is some cutout but not yet sewn underwear. I've got, you know, little bits of stuff in here that I'm saving for pockets. I have a dress out of this fabric that I love, so I saved the rest of it for pockets. This is all just like big-ish scraps from garments. Or I got this fat quarter to put pockets in a jeans because I thought it was really cute with its little tents. I have this big bag of leather scraps that I bought from the shoemaker at the Renaissance Festival for $12. Which is a fantastic deal. This is some of the most expensive fabric I've ever bought in my life. Actually, this is the most expensive fabric I've ever bought in my life. If you ever see any of this fabric, buy it. I paid $80 a yard. It's quilting cotton from a million years ago, and it shows, it's a licensed quilting cotton they did for the Harry Potter movies when they first came out, or maybe even for the books before the movies. And so I bought that on Etsy. It was $80 a yard, so I hoarded every single scrap after I made a dress out of it. And yeah, great stuff. Beautiful fabric. All right, that about wraps it up. That is my fabric stash. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and checking out my fabric. I may not have a vlog tomorrow. Tomorrow is my company Christmas party, and I don't think I'll be home early enough to film something, so I will hit you guys up on Saturday if I don't see you tomorrow. So thanks again for watching, and I'll see you soon.